Welcome back to a big Tuesday show. We got a great 7 minutes for you here. Luka to Kyrie. Kyrie, do you want it? Yeah, I'll take it. No, you know what's your team? Like, no, you know what? You're the new guy. You shoot it. Like, I don't really want to. Why don't you? No, game's over. Here's both players after the game. Take a listen.
I was trying to get him a shot. He trying to get me a shot. So at the end, nobody got a shot. But he was going off, so we tried to get a shot off and we couldn't.
What happened on that
Man, I'm still trying to emotionally recover, man. Goodness, still so raw. Oh, man. I would have liked to at least get a shot up.
Yeah. You think? Typically the goal. Get a shot up.
I thought it was a good sign, though. That they felt like they were. It was like mutually
trying to help each other.
Yes.
No,
good sign or bad sign?
First, let me go here. Can you imagine if that exact play had happened in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center, and instead of Luka and Kyrie, it was Durant and Kyrie?
I don't have to imagine.
Can you imagine what Nick would be saying?
Yeah.
He would be crushing all the Nets. They can't even get a shot off. Yeah. They're the next year Nets can't even get a shot off in the clutch. Well, guess what, Nick?
What?
Now it's the next year Mavs.
Okay.
All right, it's the next year Mavs. They are Brooklyn South now. All right, that's your squad. Your team, Kyrie now.
Red Hawk.
And look, Kyrie. They're 0-2 now with Kyrie and Luka playing.
Yeah.
And look, Kyrie can play off the ball, so they got talent, but it ain't looking good so far.
Okay.
This is your squad, and the worst thing, you ask, is it a good or bad sign? It ain't a good sign, I'll tell you that. And what's bad, Nick, for all the offensive foibles that we just watched, the defense.
What's the problem?
They've given, and going 0-2 with Luke and Kyrie, they've allowed 128 points a game.
The defense has been a problem.
That's like 6 more than the Spurs allow games. Spurs got the worst defense in the league.
And when Brew says they're my Mavs, what Brew is referring to is I picked the Mavs for the year to win the title. And the reason they are still my Mavs is, unlike other certain television commentators, I take the Mr. Consistency title quite seriously, and so I will not abandon them.
You got new information.
And,
you want the olive branch?
Well, no, I don't want the olive branch, and you don't have any olive branches over there. That was a fake offer.
There's supposed to be
I have all the olive branches down here. Get the olive branches. Can we show that final play again just real quick, and then we can talk big picture?
You're going to find a positive in this?
No, the little picture stuff is, what is Kyrie doing at the end? Because they're down 3. So it is hot potato, I get it. But once Kyrie gets it here, he has a shot. You could have another shot. And then he goes in. They're just ruined. Even if that pass is completed. Like, Kyrie does have what would be a contested, and this is a better angle of it.
Whoop.
When he touches it the second time here, you got to shoot it, Kyrie, or shoot it now, Kyrie. What you can't do is that with 2 seconds left down 3. So it's a mistake by Kyrie Irving there. And, yeah, of course I have major concerns. I have major concerns. I had major concerns about the Mavs for the last 2 months, ever since it was clear they were not recreating their defense of last season.
Yeah.
Then they doubled down on their strength, which is offense with Kyrie. And to me, long term, that has no chance of working with Kyrie. Short term, I'm not going to abandon it. Yeah. But the only way it can work is if Luka recognizes, to mix metaphors a bit, it has to be LeBron and Kyrie has to be Dwayne Wade as far as the defined roles, like year 2. I'm not saying the LeBron-Kyrie thing would have made more sense maybe, but those roles were always defined. My point is, when LeBron and D-Wade didn't work, it was when stuff like this. It was like, okay, back and forth. It has to be
clear. The thing is, those two were great defensively. That
might prevent them from going deep in the playoffs. So I'm saying, as far as for the offense to work the way it needs.
But you've watched Luka since he was a little boy.
Yeah.
Growing up all through Real Madrid onto the Mavs. Has he ever been on a team where he's not going to get the final shot? And do you expect him to be like, you know what, this game, you take it?
No, but he shouldn't. Listen, Luka is right now as good as anyone in the league at clutch shooting. Now, Kyrie's quite good at that as well. Right. So it is a good option if they double Luka. But that's the point I'm making. I don't think you should look at it as the Mavs have 2 end-of-game options. I think they should look at it as Luka is the end-of-game option, and if the defense, sends to Adam or makes it to where that would be a bad option, then at least you're not giving it, no disrespect, but to Reggie Bullock, you're giving it to Kyrie Irving, who is big game bona fides as well. I think that's how this works.
All right, Brew, I want to play a Kyrie sound. This was before the game about his long-term future with Dallas. Take a listen.
Okay. What do you need to see in order to possibly sign a long-term deal to remain a Maverick?
Well, I'll answer your second question first. I would love to just have a respect of you guys and everybody the rest of the season of just like continuously asking me that, because it just puts unwarranted distractions on us and our team. And I've dealt with it before, and it's very emotionally draining.
Okay, bro. Emotionally draining. Don't ask those questions.
Well, look, and it pains me to say this, but Kyrie, I guess he's gotten to this point long ago, but he's at the point where people aren't going to take him at his word. They just aren't. Because wasn't it, a week before the trade demand?
He said it was all in Brooklyn.
Yes, talking like they were about to make a run and he was all in, and when KD gets back,
and it turns out actually he was thinking about getting out of there after the first year.
First year. Now think about that. The first year, Kyrie played, I believe, 20 games. Durant didn't play at all. And did he mean even
I don't know if he means first year or second year.
Right.
Who knows?
But even after that, Durant signs a 4-year extension. Kyrie's trying to get an extension all the way up until the day he asked for the trade. So, look, all he has to do, we know he's a great basketball player, so he'll do that. But off the court, he just has to not create distractions, period. And nobody really believes he's going to be able to do that for the next 2 or 3 months.
Wilds, here's the other thing. He can only sign a 2-year extension right now, which is not what he wants. He has to wait until the offseason anyway, which means he's going to hit free agency. Are you that confident he's going to stay with the Mavs?
No, I think it's LeBron James time.
You think he's signing with the Lakers?
Well, I'm a Windhorse guy. If a Windhorse puts out the breadcrumbs, I'm out there like a little. I'm up. I think it's Lakers.
I think
Kyrie.
It seems like a lot of smart NBA people think that, which makes this Mavs trade all the more puzzling. Because if they are just all in on this season and they did it to try to placate Luka, fine. But if you end up trading a really valuable guy in Dorian Finney-Smith on a great contract for 3 months of Kyrie Irving, depending on what the playoff run looks like, that could be ugly for the Mavs front office.
Okay. Guess where we're going to be tomorrow? Kansas City.
Yeah.
You guessed it. It's for the
Kansas
parade.
City.
Grand Marshal Nick, have any parade surprises? Yeah, I want you to take us on a little tour of Kansas City.
Okay.